Ginger and a Freddy. The Ginger is wearing a sequined emerald green evening gown, playing the holosphere. On the other side is the Freddy. He's playing Death to Taxes.
A Freddy?
The cat, dressed to look like Fred Astaire in a tuxedo, top hat, and real tail.
Are they after you?
Could be. Slimies are a lower life form, far as I'm concerned. Whenever I can, I kill them. Monet and I decide we better get out of the casino.
Shall we walk through the park?
Okay. Tell me about your planet. I hear it's a high culture about to collapse from the decadence of its idle rich.
We live for aesthetics. What else is there to live for?
Don't give me this life is art stuff.
Earthlings are the most ignorant race of intelligent creatures in the universe. Probably. What is politics without aesthetics? An empty existence.
How did you guys get so rich? Rob a banking planet?
No. We simply, except it wasn't simple, got our act together, as you say.
How?
You see, Ruby, about 200 years ago, Aurora entered the age of cybernetics. Cybernetics created the freedom for us to think. As computers evolved, our minds evolved. We value intelligence, something you Earthlings don't seem to have
quit
any...
knocking humans. I'm sick of it. Everyone in this damn galaxy likes to poke fun at us, so we're stupid. But we're trying, okay?
Okay. Well, we also made mistakes.
No, really?
We didn't foresee the massive unemployment computer minds would create. Also, we thought unemployment was a disease that needed to be cured. So we agreed to slow down total computerization. But eventually we realized that unemployment is not a disease, is not something to be cured by creating employment.
Why not?
Because most employment was totally meaningless work. It was work that could be done better by computers. It was work that no one was happy doing. It was meaningless, a waste of potential, no one enjoyed it. It was working for a wage and having to have a job to survive. It was wage slavery, a highly unenlightened way to run a planet.
So you figured out another way?
Yes. You see, creating more meaningless work was not the cure. Unemployment was the cure. So we devised a better system. Something's wrong.
Yeah. We're being tailed.
Where?
Thoughts.
Yes, I feel it. Slime Acons?
They after you?
I don't know why.
They're triangulating again. Yeah, there's one. Across the park. Same as in the casino.
There's the other. The woman beneath the hubba hubba tree.
I don't see the third one. Uh-oh. Feel that? They're weaving the net. They're gonna drop it.
This is unpleasant.
If I can get one, I'll break their net before they hit. Get ready to run.
You ready to kill them?
I usually do. Ready? Now! The Slimies hit. I opened fire. Wounded it bad enough for the self-detonator to go off. A pleasant sound, exploding Slimies. Anyway, we dive inside a hunk of art. It's made out of a pretty good synthetic, but their blasters are chipping away chunks. I don't think the sculptor's going to be too happy about this.
I would think not.
The other two can't get to us until they gnaw away our fortress.
What was I saying?
Before they hit us?
Oh, yes. When we could no longer hold back computerization, we devised a system where everyone owns shares in the planet and receives dividends.
Oh, yeah? Missed. What about all those people that don't know what to do with their lives? Ha! You know, get bored, cause problems.
That is the main objection to a workless society.
Yeah, I know. Ha!
It meant training people how to think. In fact, we encourage people to invent machines that can replace them.
Oh.
You Earthlings fail to realize that art and life is the same.
Yeah.
Politics without aesthetics is unthinkable. You aliens believe we are all artists. All we do is think creatively. You Earthlings
shut up! Oh, damn.
You Earthlings and your work ethic forcing people to be consumers. Such fools. The profit motive has caused you to consume your whole planet almost.
Yeah. Look at that individual, huh? Ah! Hear that? I got her.
She exploded. Our system does not limit the individual. Our system allows individuals to realize their creative potential. Once a society realizes the wage slavery is not the answer, unemployment is not a disease, it is a cure, then mental evolution is possible. The mind is the planet's most important resource. If... Grief. What are you using now?
Bozo bombs.
Anyway, since you are caught...
There he is!
Missed?
I thought I hit him.
I'll say this once more.
That was him.
Unemployment is not a disease, it is a cure.
The Adventures of Ruby.
My name is Angel. My name is Angel. We are the Android Sisters. Last night, I had a digital dream. Last night, I had a digital dream. Someone's lips kept smiling, smiling. The lips said, use this. It makes me happy. It will make you happy. You are miserable. Smiling. This is what you need. It will make you happy. Smiling. Happy like me. Happiness is what we all want. I said, lips, I don't need this. Use this. I don't want this. This will make you happy. She needs some adjusting. They reach in with a long screwdriver. All the time, smiling, smiling. The tip slips down into my memory. We are not human. We are the Android Sisters. We know we are robots. Are you human? Do you think you are human? Are you a robot that thinks it is human? Did they hypnotize you? Did they lobotomize you? Do you still think you are human? I am a robot. And you are a human. What's the difference? Since we both are... Sorry. The tip of the screwdriver touches and turns slowly. I am a robot, but I know I am okay. Save yourself. Save your... I know I am. I know I know. I know. I am. Last night I had a digital dream. Lips kept smiling, smiling. It made me happy. Are you happy? We are happy. We are the Android Sisters. We think you have gotten the point.
It's early morning. I'm sitting in a snack bar on the beach. The pink ocean is rolling up in lazy laps against the magenta sands. The sky is rose-colored. The sun is starting to rise. I'm feeling blue. I dial up a souffle with some fresh sautéed sea monsters. Sucking on a tentacle. I remember the Tuca and decide to give my answering service a call. The holo reads out a creature with 4 tentacles, 3 eyes, a thin blue mustache, and wearing a red fez.
Ruby, I would like to meet with you on code X-1. Have your machine contact my machine to arrange for possible dates and times.
Code X-1. I dial up the Tuca. His image reappears, this time wearing a smoking jacket with 1 tentacle wrapped around a cigar.
Sorry, I am not at home right now, but if you leave a message, I will get back to you as soon as I can.
Listen, Tuca, this is Ruby. Let's get together on the 8th, let's say 2700 hours, Nula Central. Yeah. Monet. The Aurorian. Right now he's watching the sunrise. The 4 moons up there are fading out. He doesn't notice my trying to say goodbye. I have the impression he's conferring with his kind back home. Group mind, you know. He's handsome. I wonder what kind of a lover he'd make. I don't have the time to find out. You think the present is moving fast. Where do you see the future? I give him a kiss and leave. Take the lift to the top of the hotel. Strap on my solar wings. Let the breeze unfold them and catch the early morning currents. I rise up and away from the casino city. The Utopias, an archipelago of islands inhabited by crackpots and cults, mystics, futurists, doomsayers, you name it. Any utopia you can think of, just about. There's someone there trying it out. I relax. Oh, God, I love to fly. There's something about solar sailing that just turns me on. Yeah. Andor told me about 2 techies from the digital circus that used to work for the multi-galactic media networks but had gotten out and were now sunning themselves on the Orgone Islands. They were 2 techno-witches by the names of On-Off-On and Off-On-Off. I wander along the beach. The pink ocean is rolling up on the magenta sands. The sky is amber. I'm feeling pretty rosy. My name is Ruby. I'm a galactic gumshoe. A good one. I locate the 2 techies on the beach. They're fooling around with some sort of gadget sitting on tripods. My name's Ruby. Andor said you could help me.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Yeah. Who is who here?
I am on-off-on.
I am off and off.
And what is this thing?
A measuring device.
Oh, so what are you measuring?
This island is inhabited by shamans and sorcerers.
They have ways of tapping into certain powers, energy sources.
We are trying to measure the powers of this energy.
Huh?
It is conjuring, summoning forth, bringing it into being.
We are trying to measure this.
Run that by me again.
Words, for example, exist as energy. The essence of their meanings is often lost. We use words and we conjure forth things in our life that we wonder how it ever got there. We constantly conjure without being aware.
Words are magic. They bring forth physical reality.
A sorcerer can weave a spell and summon forth with words. They know the true meaning, the essence. We use words and cause spells all of the time without knowing what we're doing.
Yeah. Okay.
You asked. We told you.
What do you want?
I'm trying to find out who's manipulating the media on this planet. Andor said you found something.
Found what?
A conspiracy to manipulate the media. Funny.
There are always conspiracies. Perhaps you are part of one.
Oh, yeah, sure. You ladies have been a wonderful help.
Anytime, Ruby.
Yeah.
До свидания.
Bye-bye. Techno witches, huh? They're hiding something. And tonight when it's dark, I'm gonna find out what it is. Bye-bye. The 2 techno witches, On-Off-On and Off-On-Off are their names, had answered my questions. But I wasn't satisfied. They were hiding something. Something on the main island. It wasn't a very large island. Hardly more than a dead volcano sticking up out of the sea. It's a relatively moonless night. Not easy to find on a planet with 6 moons. I snap on my night eyes to guide me through the dark. I feel safe in the night. I know how to move silently. The night protects me. Even when I was a kid, when nighttime came, I always felt safe. Maybe that's why I got into this gumshoe business, make a career out of moving silently. What is it? I descended before... Sounds big. If that's their watchdog, I'm in trouble. Whatever it is, it's charging. That's what I'm doing. Oh, if I can get across the clearing. Oh, God, look at the size of it. I set my blaster to stun. That doesn't stop it. I set to demolish and let loose. I hope you weren't an endangered species. Yeah, well... Wait a minute. This thing's a robot. Very funny. Nuts. So, I pick up the trail again and follow it to a well-disguised entrance into the side of the volcano. I move silently. Shh. The volcano is hollow. It may not even be real. What? Oh, damn. Caught in a force field. Oh, I'm stuck.
We've got you now, Ruby.
Okay.
Ruby is a ZBS Production. The Adventures of Ruby.
Here I am, stuck in a force field, deep down inside a hollow volcano.
We've got you now, Ruby.
Very funny. The two techno witches, on off on and off on off, are getting their yucks off. Hey, how about turning off your force field, huh? Well, it's not easy being a stand-up comic in outer space.
We have to ask you to disarm. Slowly, very slowly.
Sure, no problem.
First, on your right hip, your Smith-Hitachi Godzilla blaster.
Right.
That is fine.
Under your left arm, the armpit cylinder laser.
Right.
Your right thigh, the explosive blastoids.
Right.
Fine.
Your right ankle, the stun gasser.
Right.
Left thigh sonic immobilizer.
Right.
Left arm hummingbird dagger.
Right.
Right leg foldable boomer bolo.
Aww. Right.
Left wrist, the heat-seeking ditto darts.
Right.
The toe grenades.
Right.
We have to check our teeth.
I feel naked.
Who hired you?
A Kapurian.
Who's behind him?
I'm trying to find out.
What do you want?
I told you. I'm trying to find out who's manipulating the media on this planet.
There is a conspiracy going on, and you know about it.
You're the ones that told me there isn't a conspiracy.
Did we tell her that?
Yes, on Monday.
Will you cut this force field? It's loosening my teeth.
All right.
Come on up. We will talk.
Phew. They dim the spots. I ride the spiral up. By the looks of things, they padded the shell of this volcano with some pinkish, absorbent, weird stuff. I don't know what they're up to, but I'll try to find out for you. I'm inside a hollow volcano. It's lined with some sort of weird, spongy, pinkish stuff. The two techno witches, on off on and off on off, have got something pretty bizarre going on in here. So, what's this volcano supposed to be?
A collector.
Okay, what's it collect?
It is a, measuring device.
For measuring what?
Energy.
Intelligence.
Which is it?
Energy is intelligence.
Okay, so what's your volcano do? Measure the cosmic IQ?
That's close.
Huh. Well, how about a deal?
What deal?
Simple exchange of information.
Possibly.
There's something going on in the great Zeeboos. Professor T.J. Taru and the moles of Zeeboos have been digging up an ancient Sumanulian city. One of the more interesting things they've discovered are games that supposedly expand the mind. The moles are getting these games working again.
What are these games?
Oh, I played one called Cosmic Pinball, a way of developing telekinesis. The moles didn't tell me, but I know they found others down there.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, Molière, the chief molar, mentioned conspiracy. Calls it a consciousness conspiracy. It's a corny phrase. He said it was a joke. Some joke.
This we may use.
Yes.
We may be headed in opposite directions, but I got the feeling we'll end up at the same place. So?
There is energy in the air. It is intelligence. Anyone can receive it.
Yeah, if you have your own volcano.
Oh, you can receive it with your mind.
The mind must be tuned to the right frequency.
And this thing here can measure it?
Yes, of course.
Where's the energy coming from?
We don't know.
But it's increasing.
How is it being transmitted?
We don't know.
But we know how to increase it.
How?
If we can get our hands on the media, we can amplify it.
And why would you want to do that?
We have our reasons.
I had an appointment with the Tuca in Kismet, a nomadic city. The whole thing just picks up and moves. The buildings are all inflatables, different sizes, colors, shapes. Inflatable bubbles, balls, cubes, heads even, with the face of the creature who lives inside. Inflatable towers, minarets, eyeballs, lips that flash eats. I found the Tuca in a bar called The Thick Lip. His fat body was perched on a stool. Two of his tentacles were dangling down. Another was propped up on the inflatable bar, wrapped around a drink. The fourth tentacle was wrapped around a Frankie, created out of plastiflesh and circuits and programmed for pleasure. Above his main orifice was a thin blue mustache. On his head was a red fez. His three eyes looked a little glazed. The tentacles hanging down to the floor were wiggling, either in drunken ecstasy or searching for peanuts.
Ruby, you are a little late, and I am a little drunk.
I'll try to catch up.
Good.
Hey, bar droid, over here.
What'll it be?
A cliffhanger. Make it a double.
Have you seen the Capurian?
Buy the Tuca a drink.
Thank you, Ruby. Another laser blaze.
I'm seeing the rodent tomorrow.
Buy the Frankie a drink.
The Capurian cannot be trusted.
Oh, you just figured that out?
Buy the bar.
Get out of here, you little squeak. Somebody ought to pour some oil on that thing.
Buy me a drink.
Buzz off.
May I touch you, Ruby?
Be my guest.
You have an exquisite neck. Such necks are rare among humanoids. Rare.
I had the sensation his voice wasn't coming out of his orifice, but through the suction cups of his three-fingered tentacle. It was like a dozen little mouths humming on my neck.
I know you have no morals, Ruby. Neither do I. You know of the consciousness conspiracy? If we share our information, the galactic networks will pay beyond belief. Think about it, Ruby.
The Tuka removed his tentacle and went back to getting drunk. The nocturnal creatures wandered in. The bar expanded. I swallowed my drink and ordered another. And I thought about it. I met with the little rat face known as Rodent Kapoor.
Rodent, not rodent.
Yeah. He's the creature that hired me to find out who's manipulating the media of this planet. We met in an out-of-the-way place known as Millie's Milky Way, a milk bar that serves milks from all sorts of extraterrestrial mammals. Millie had a chain of these things across the solar system, was hoping to go galactic. Just another health fad, but what the hell. Kapoor was waiting in a private booth. I slid in, ordered a Devil Link's double, supposed to restore color to your cheeks. I forgot to ask what color are which cheeks. Yeah. Ugh, that's vile. Ugh.
You have something to report?
Who hired you, Kapoor?
I cannot tell you.
Well, when you can tell me, I'll tell you what I know.
That is not in the terms of our agreement.
Someone is monitoring me. I think it's you.
Ha ha!
Ha ha! You're a rotten bluffer, Kapoor.
I am a member of a group that wishes to see freedom of ideas.
Little rat-like ideas. You ever hear of the Black City? Or the Black Star?
The Black Star? In what reference?
Just something I came across.
Where?
A Frankie.
An android? How would she know about the Black Star?
What do you know about it?
I have never heard of it. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, it does.
Who built her?
Lazar's android works, but who did her program is company confidential.
Find out.
I traced down the guy she was built for. Professor T.J. Taru, a digger.
The world-famous archaeologist.
Yeah, he's digging up the great Zebu's jungle looking for buried Nulian cities.
I don't see the connection.
Neither do I.
What else?
2 techno-witches, off-on-off and on-off-on. Some energy sources they're trying to measure.
What's that?
They're picking up readings coming from somewhere.
Where?
Who knows? They're not using conventional media.
What? Telepathy?
I don't know, no.
Who sent it? Extraterrestrials?
Get off it. We're all extraterrestrials on this planet.
What is it?
I don't know, it's in the air.
You don't know what it is? How did they receive it?
The mind.
What's that mean?
To receive it, you have to be tuned to the right channel.
Which channel?
Some mental channel.
Those techno-witches would say something like that.
Well, that's it. That's the update.
Everything?
Absolutely.
We'll keep in touch.
Yeah, of course.
And now it's time for Frank Talk with a Frankie.
This is Angel. This is Angel. We are the Android Sisters. What is your question?
All of reality exists in our minds. Is that true?
What is your intelligence rating?
I'm classified as a 5.5555.
You understand we only speak to you on the level that you can comprehend.
I appreciate that.
For those of you watching out there, adjust your IT rating to 5.5555. What is your question?
I already asked it.
What is your question?
I said I already asked it.
What is your question? What is your question?
All right, I want to know if reality is in my mind or is it out there? I mean, what if it's all in my mind? I mean, change my mind, it could change reality. Right. Wrong. What? I'm confused.
Dear Confused, briefly, reality is merely what everyone agrees is real. What everyone agrees is not real does not exist.
Who programmed you?
Who programmed you?
How should I know? Everyone. I don't know. I'm still confused.
Dear Still Confused, you are confusing the symbol for reality. Money is a good example.
What about money? I like money.
I will use 2 pieces of paper as an example. Can you see this?
I see 1 piece of paper. The other's money.
2 pieces of paper.
What?
Here are 2 pieces of paper, both the same size, both just paper. Humans are obsessed with money.
Not all humans, just some of us. Most of us.
One piece of paper is worth 500 solar credits. The other is worthless, not even worth a solar centavo. Do you know why?
Sure, one is a piece of money and the other's a piece of paper.
They are both paper.
Yeah, right.
One has been blessed by the treasury wizards. The other has not.
That's it?
The symbol is controlling your mind.
I see.
Oh, our time is up. This is Angel. This is Angel. We are the Android Sisters. Until next time.
I located the digital circus at one of the large component garbage dumps. They were burrowing about through the piles of discarded electronic stuff, creating some pretty bizarre devices. I'm still not sure what these techies are up to. I found Andor sitting under a hubba-hubba tree, looking nice and gloomy. Where's the Frankie?
Angel Lips?
Who else?
She's gone.
Walked off on her shapely plastic legs.
That's right.
I take it you got her running again.
She's running fine.
You didn't fall in love with her.
Sort of.
You fell in love with an android.
She understood me.
A high-tech bunny.
She was everything I ever wanted.
She has more success with men than I have. You're disgusting, Andor.
I know.
Where is she now?
Quappa.
What's wrong?
Quappa.
You got something stuck in your throat?
Quappa, a mining town in the northern quadrant.
Oh. What's she doing in Quappa?
She's a...
Oh, a droid hooker. Well, she's cute. She ought to do okay with all those horny miners.
Why do you want to know?
I want to see her.
Why?
You know why. She was dressed up like me when the Slimies blasted her. They tried to hit me a second time in Casino City. We got a case of mistaken identity here. I want to find out what she knows. Are you in pain or something?
I'm all right.
You look wonderful. Did she say anything more about the Black Star?
I don't think so.
Well, give it some thought, huh?
She didn't.
Well, I'm going to talk to her. Anything you want me to tell her?
I hurt.
You want me to tell her that?
No. Tell her... Oh, nothing.
Listen, Andor. There'll be other Frankies.
Not like Angel Lips.
You want me to cripple her for you?
No.
Okay. I found Quapaw, the mining town where the Frankie was last seen. It's a rough place, filled with miners from the macho planets. Bleep holes, we call them. Not a place for a nice lady like me. Nice lady. I knew as soon as I entered they'd be crawling all over themselves to get to me. The place was filled with android hookers, so I did a few changes and passed myself off as another Frankie. There were the usual paws, giving a feel as I passed, but nothing like it would have been if they knew it was live flesh. Angel Lips was sitting at a table, entertaining some hairy bleep hole, his cretin forehead scrunched up as he leered at me. She saw me and stood up.
Hello, Ruby.
Nice to see you on your android legs again.
Andor was responsible.
Yeah, I got a couple of questions. Have a seat.
I would rather stand.
Huh, for a Frankie, you're a pretty free spirit.
That is right, honey.
You brought the Slimies on my back. Why were you dressed like me? What did you do?
You will not believe me if I tell you.
If you don't tell me, Andor will not find enough pieces to put you back together.
Hey, you two Frankies doing what?
I admired you, Ruby. That is why I dressed like you.
How the hell can you tell if an android is telling the truth? Well, don't do it again, or
What you Frankies, huh?
What did you do to get the Slimy stirred up?
I cannot tell you.
Hey, I want some attention. Come here, you.
Who is this thing?
My sweetheart.
Oh, Bess.
The Planet League provides some of the roughest, toughest miners in the galaxy. They spend much of their life in holes in various planets. They're a pretty ornery bunch.
I paid for this plastic broad.
Back off, bleephole.
You're a real human, I want.
Oh, sit down.
You want a good slap?
I wouldn't recommend it.
You won't be the first female humanoid I've decked.
Okay, bleephole. Give me your best one.
You really are. That was not smart. That embarrassed me in front of my friends. No broad does that to me, and I mean none. I don't care if she's an earthling, a feline, a Frankie, a lizardoid, you name it, non-zero. Now I'm gonna teach you some manners, you know? You won't be the first female humanoid I've decked.
I'm in this bar, trying to talk to Angel Lips, and this bleephole is giving me a rough time. He takes a swing, and I flip him across a couple of tables. He lands on his back, feels he's been insulted. He makes the mistake of getting back up.
You insult me in front of my friends. So now you learn about some manners, Earthwalk. That was what we call fatal dumbness. Real fatal.
I can see his hand moving for his blaster. I don't like the idea of a blast out in a crowded bar, but his manhood's been insulted. We have a problem here. I'm telling you, don't go for it.
Consider yourself eliminated.
He's pretty fast, but how can he know that I can slow time? I watch as his hand arcs down, presses open the holster seal, and out slides a General Dynamics stub-nosed blaster. In one smooth motion, he has it up and... I take his arm off before he can squeeze it, but that doesn't stop him. His detached arm spins around and still takes a shot at me. I leap over and stand on the wrist and pry the damn blaster out of his webbed paw. I kick the blaster out the door into the street, then I kick his arm out the door. Look, bleephole. You want the portameds to stick that arm of yours back on? Explain to your friends to step aside. The tension is terrific. The machos are growling. They want earthling blood, nice red stuff, not that green stuff that's squirting out of his shoulder. The bleephole's looking a little weak, still pretty ticked. I've insulted his manhood. He's taken a loss of face, not to mention one arm. Here, use this. It'll stop the flow so you don't spurt to death. Now tell the other bleepholes to back off.
Yeah, do as she says.
Come on, Angel Lips. We got some talking to do.
I'm staying here.
I'm telling you, you got 3 seconds to decide, then I'll cut you into scrap iron. 1, 2.
Okay. I hate these bleepholes.
Okay, come on, let's get out of here. Yeah, I can see how men are suckers for you. You give them what they think they want.
But I make them work for it, Ruby. I am a game. They have to figure out the right moves, what turns me on, what turns me off.
Who programmed you?
I cannot tell you, even if I wanted to.
Yeah, I could snap off all your limbs, you still wouldn't talk.
You're a tough sweetie. Nice lines, but not that sexy.
Oh.
I sense what they want and I become it. You will not even do that.
That's right. I work on my own terms.
Yeah, you cannot even compete with an android.
Next week, Monet gets blown away. Ruby, a ZBS.
The Frankie thought she was pretty cute, so I blasted her. I left her lying in the mud in Quapaw, the mining burg. I figured the locals would cut her up for parts. I was wrong. That Frankie's got a lot of lives. Too many. I check in with my answering service.
Ruby, come quickly. I found an important discovery. This is Taru. Look, I'm down here with the moles of Zebu. Now, if you come now, you can still catch the annual festival of the moles. This is one that I'm certain you won't want to miss. No, there's something very interesting going on down here, Ruby.
I catch the night flight to the Great Zebus, rent a slither track, and plow my way to the site of Professor Taru's dig. Taru may not be the best archaeologist in the solar system, but he's the best known. He knows how to promote himself.
Ruby, it's all in the interest of science. Now, I admit I have to maintain a somewhat conspicuous profile, spread my reputation.
Yeah,
Look,
sure.
academia's a dog-eat-dog world, Ruby. I take a bite of you, you take a bite of me. There are times it just makes me want to spit.
I notice you got a limp. What happened to Rue?
I'll tell you about it sometime. Well, let's face it, Ruby, archaeology will not survive unless it's entertainment. Damn bats. Say, did you see my rock group, Taru and the Artifacts?
Your rock group?
Well, yeah, you know, archaeology and
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, well...
Hey, I thought it wasn't safe to do that down here.
Yeah, well, we reinforced the roof, and there's not much of a chance of...
I think we better run, Taru.
Well, I don't know if that... Oh!
Taru! Hey, Taru! Hey!
So anyway, as I was saying, oh yeah. Shh.
What's going on up there?
Well, you know, it's the Festival of the Moles.
Oh, sounds lively.
Oh yeah. They come burrowing in from all over the planet. It's quite a loud event.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it is, but you gotta watch out for those drunken moles. They stagger around a lot of... crash a lot of things and...
I'll watch myself.
Their liquor is made out of some pretty strange strains of distilled grub. It's black as ink. Grow a horn on your head. Grow fur on your knees. It's potent. It's very potent.
Does that have anything to do with your limp?
Yeah. So I'll tell you, I was dancing with this big drunken mole.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if you want to hear about that. And,
yeah.
Well, you don't want to tangle with those moles.
Professor Taru and I are down
and
beneath
the moles of Zebu.
Right, and the moles are down beneath the Zebu's jungle, inside an ancient Nulian city they've been uncovering. The mole people, the best archaeologists on the planet, are having a festival.
Annual Festival of Moles!
It's quite a sight.
Yeah, it's an extraordinary sight. Watching these moles do the tango.
It's amazing how graceful they are.
It's truly amazing how graceful they are. These big furry bodies gliding so gracefully across the ballroom floor.
Yeah, isn't that Moliere?
Oh, yeah, Moliere! Hey, come on over here. Hey, parlez-vous, Moliere.
Ruby, how nice you could attend our festival.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
May I introduce my partner? She is a female, in case you cannot distinguish the difference.
Yeah, I've noticed a couple of things. Does she have a name?
Whatever you wish to call her.
Oh, okay. How about, Moline?
Oh, Moline! She likes Moline.
Oh, good. Moline looks a little, thin for a mole.
I don't like the drift of this.
I took her to the doctor.
Really?
The mole doctor?
At first, he thought she had malaria.
Malaria?
That's awful.
A mistake like that, you should have cited him for mole practice.
Mole practice.
Give me a break. Not funny, Ruby. Not funny at all.
It was not malignant.
Get out of here. I'm getting... That's it. No more. I'm leaving.
Come on, Taru. We're just being a little mole-licious.
That did it. Barfs in. I'm out. Forget it.
Okay, come on back, Taru. No more punishment.
Is this another setup?
Whoa, we promise. No more.
All right. What about you, Ruby?
Oh, I promise.
All right. One more pun, and that's it.
Would you like to dance, Ruby?
I don't know. Taru told me not to tangle with these moles.
I heard that.
You told me that one.
I did? Oh, yeah, so I did. Yeah. Funny. It's good.
Ruby, we have uncovered another ancient Nulian game.
Maybe you would like to play it, Ruby.
Sure. Is it dangerous?
Oh, yes.
Oh, really? What's this game called?
It is called Fourth Dimension Surfing.
Fourth Dimension.
This episode is over, but the very best of my collection is banned on YouTube. To see what you have been missing, go to archive.org and search for Gyro Screwloose, and I'll see you there.